is of the essence before sunset. It's the only time really applies. It's with the sun. You can witness God's manifold expression in a time lapse. So let's get moving. Let's do one round. Hi Lumi, hi Liam. I want to preface this by saying I am a cat. That's right. I'm not like really a cat, but as far as my behavior, I am a cat. Allow me to explain, okay? Not losing my mind. I pray that my mother and father hear this message. Lumi, Liam, you guys are going to laugh at this. It will forever stay with you. They'll probably say, I'm a cat too. In fact, it would be pretty nice to be a cat. Why? Cats are independent. Cats are self-reliant. Cats seek you. If you seek them, mistaking them for a domestic dog, they will hiss, they will scratch, they will bite, and if you don't get that, they will eventually find out a way to escape your life and take the chances in the wilderness over having to face the shittiness that is you. Not you, Lumi and Liam, but anyone who goes to a cat thinking the cat's a dog. Unless it's a Maine Coon or a Ginger, chances are the cat's going to hate the living guts out of you if you try to press yourself upon it. So I'm saying I'm a cat. It's my mother and father. If you assume what I like, I'm not going to like it. Because I want freedom. It doesn't matter if it's the thing I want the most. You can hold fancy feast in front of my face, and I'm not going to eat it. Because you got it for me when I didn't ask. I'm a cat. You can come up to me and I will run. I will come to you. And when I come to you in that one moment of opportunity and you happen to be in a bad mood, forget it. I'm not going to show face for a few days. I'm a cat. When you ask me, how's my day? And I want nothing to do with you, I'm going to say, I don't answer questions. That's going to be 1 second before I hiss. I'm a cat. And if you let me come to you, and in that moment of opportunity, you are just still, loving, kind, reverent, and accepting of all quirkiness that is me as a cat, then I will love you. Not only will I love you, I will purr and restore the density to your bones. I will clean your house of all rodents and invaders, and I will be up and at the guard all throughout the night. And I will hold this space in complete and total reverence for you, for I am a cat. You might even be able to bring a dog over. I might just tolerate him, but the dog's going to know if it makes one wrong move, pushes me just a little too far, I'm going to make sure it never forgets. And it'll go whimpering all the way to the corner of the room and never, ever try it again, because I'm a cat. And when I'm a cat, because I'm a cat, if I want attention, I'm going to come for attention until I'm done, until I've had enough, and I don't want any more attention. And at that point in time, if you continue to give me attention, I'm going to hiss. And if you don't get that, I'm going to scratch. If you don't get that, I'm going to bite. And then I'll just disappear for a few days, because I'm a cat. Mom and Dad, I pray you're listening. Because all a cat wants, in exchange for all the love it can give, is freedom. Freedom to make its own decisions. Freedom to go outside when it wants to. Freedom to go to the bank to make a deposit when it needs to. Freedom to go and get its favorite beer and to not drink anything else but the most perfect, delectable Polliners Hefeweizen at $62 a case. That's less than $3 a can, but it's the best beer in the world because I'm a cat. And it's the best beer in the world for me now. It might change in a day. Who knows? It might be King Julius in another. But right now it's Polliners Hefeweizen because I'm a cat and I can change my mind. I can write off all of the problems in an instant. Forget they ever happened because I'm a cat. Or I can hold a grudge for years and never talk to you again because I'm a cat. But if you push me beyond that limit, the one that I've set that you'll never understand, nor will I ever show to you, then I will most definitely never trust you again because I am a cat. So Lumi and Liam, I know you get me. You already know how to give me space. You already know how to accept me for all I am. My parents just needed a few lessons. Because it was, for the majority of my life, that I was a cat, believing myself to be the most docile, domesticated golden retriever dog that had ever lived, without realizing it, like an eagle being raised in a chicken coop. I am a cat. So make it known, world. This is why I'm so inconsistent with you, because you haven't been consistent with me, because I'm a cat. Could you be that tolerant? Well, you know, probably a small percentage of the world would. There aren't many people who like cats, but those who do, they love them so much because they get them. Because they want the same damn freedom as the cat has. And they're willing to give it, knowing that the combination of those two factors equals love. Love beyond compare. Because I'm a cat. Very few men realize they are cats. Being forced to be dogs, being sent to the doghouse when all they want is freedom. To go far away from the man cave because the man cave has already been invaded. Because the moment that wifey steps into it, it's no longer a man cave. It's the doghouse. Because we're cats. Spread the word. Millions of men walking around, unbeknownst to them, thinking they're dogs when they're really cats. Trained to hate the very essence of who we are, and it destroys us from within. We want freedom, and we want to go and have our way with women. Forgive me, we do, because we're cats. But we're not going to be as cruel as cats in the taking of women, I'll tell you that much, because cats are really cruel when they take women. Lumi and Liam, you're going to put your hands over your ears. This is not for you. When a tomboy, a Tommy cat, takes a feline female, he's got barbs that he sticks inside. And he bites onto the neck, puts the cat forcefully in lordosis, because it's a cat. And it's not pleasurable for her. But the cat has to do what a cat has to do. To keep on living, and to keep on procreating. And you're not going to like it, like I said. You're not going to like this segment, or maybe you will. Maybe you'll face it and say, holy moly, we might come from cats. Yes, we do come from cats. We do. We have a lot of the same behavior. We're territorial. Somebody comes into our space, we don't like it. We start to gulp. Start to develop saliva. Our salivary glands start to become active. And we get real nervous. We get a lump in our throats when somebody invades our space. And we're going to do anything at that moment. We lost all rationality because we're cats. And we go around on the prowl, checking to see who is thinking that they can invade in our space. This sacred space that has been entrusted with us. And when we want to eat, we want food to be ready. Food's got to be ready when we want to eat. And when we don't want to eat, food's got to be ready. Because we're cats. See? You're getting it now. Anyone who's a cat owner, food has to always be ready. You withhold this food, the cat's going to hold a grudge. Cat's going to get you when you least expect it. When you think everything's okay. When you feel everything's copacetic. Suddenly, the cat, out of nowhere, will turn on you. Because we're cats. But like I said, I'm a ginger. I'm a tamed cat. I'm very docile. I'm not going to put you in lordosis. I'm not going to bite your neck. I'm not going to make life difficult for you unnecessarily. But I could, because I'm a cat. And I could just as easily live outside if I wanted to. If I really was pushed to that limit. And I would have my way with this world outside in the same way I've explained to you now. As I would have it inside, because I'm a cat. You put a domestic dog outside, it doesn't know what to do. It's lost. It feels totally betrayed. It feels abandoned. It's been trained and embedded into its genetics to be stripped away from the wolf it once was. But I'm a cat. Don't mistake me for a golden retriever because you knew my name as Billy in the past. Don't mistake me. All right, Lumi, Liam, you can take your hands off your ears now and listen. Now that you know that I'm a cat, you should also know that you're cats as well. Now what your mom is a cat that thinks that she is a rodent, a cat that thinks she's a rat that's going around, running around the corners at all times, constantly fearful, looking, hypervigilant, not sure when the next betrayal or the next story is going to pop. She's going to have to cover it. But in truth, your mother's a cat. She just hasn't learned to accept that power in her. So she thinks she's a rat. The thing that she's supposed to be hunting at night, she has become herself. This is just to put a nightcap, on the talk from earlier. Don't mind me. Before the sun's going down, we got to capture this while it's still here. Barely missed it. We have to hit it. Hit the sun. Give it a high five. Smack it a bit. Play with it like it's your food because you're a cat. Play with the sun. Think of it like a big, bright ball of yarn. It's yours every single day to play with. At a distance, albeit safely, because you're a cat. And the moment it freaks you out, it freaks you out. You run, you jump, you knock things over. Nobody cares, everyone laughs because you're a cat. Isn't it nice? It's nice, isn't it, being a cat? I think so. So let's just relay the message, folks, okay? Pass it along. Let the world know, all my previous friends, regardless if they fall into the realm of canine or feline, one of the two, please let them know I'm a cat. So if they come up to me and they say, "Why are you acting so strange?" That's my response. That's going to be my response. Because I'm a cat. It's as best as I can do. It's the best response I can give. I don't answer questions. That's me going. And this is the gift I gave myself today on Christmas. I decided all I'm going to say to people is, listen, don't worry about misgendering me. Just Don't mistake the fact that I'm a cat. You know, everybody else is claiming their own identities. Some claim themselves to never be wrong. I just want to be a cat. This is a good spot right here. This is a spot where I saw a cat, a real cat, a form of bobcat, but it's bigger than bobcat. It's a Canadian lynx, and it was right over here, coming up from the bog, through the leaves, back in April. So this is a good spot to catch the sun. Play with that ball of yarn right in the center of the camera, because I'd rather defy the golden mean right now, because I'm a cat. Just had to get this walk in, you know? Doesn't matter if it's late. Doesn't matter if the sun's going down. Hey, Beavis. Now, this guy says he's a cat. Oh, yeah? I'm a cat, too. Oh. That mean I get to go have chicks and lordosis.
Hey. Yeah, you can have lots of what's lordosis?
I don't know, but it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's sweet. Lordosis, yeah. I'm a cat. Meow, meow.
I think Mexicans are cats, all of them. They're territorial. They don't give a shit when they betray you. They take from you and they don't give it back. They pretend like they never did. They gaslight you. You know, it's just like cats. Maybe I learned how to become a cat, or that I was a cat, and not a domesticated pushover as a golden retriever would be, when I was living in Mexico. Maybe that's what did it. Maybe everyone's a cat. Maybe that's it. It's either you're a cat or a rat. You're either a cat or a rat, you know? Cat or rat. That's not an orb that comes from outer space. That's a visual anomaly. If I were to have this on a tripod, a real one, it wouldn't be shaky. But you see that little orb? It's reaching to you right now. It's coming for you. Because you're a cat. 18 minutes and 18 seconds in, that must be a sign, because we're cats. Suddenly we're all witches casting spells because we're cats. Enhancing the witch-like powers of those guardians that claim themselves to be guardians of us. Little do they know, the cats are guardians of them. Big giant humans, foolish giant humans. Hey. I like being a cat. You've always been a cat, Beavis, butthead. Felt good to just get that out, you know. I had to do that. I had to express myself in my truth as a cat. Yeah, it just came to mind. You know, no more, I don't answer questions, no more leave me alone. It's just, because I'm a cat. Makes it so much easier. I start to make myself out to look like a big cobra snake, but I've got a fluffy exterior and 4 limbs, extremities, because I'm a cat. See, I don't fall on my face. I land on my feet because I'm a cat. Thanks for that one, God. That was the icing on top of the cherry, whatever it is. Lordosis. Oh. Everyone's going to be looking up Lordosis. I'm the Lord of Lordosis now because I'm a cat. And I expect all the cat lovers to chime in, even if you've been watching as lurkers, because you're cats. And when everyone is a cat, you can suddenly let yourself be known and say, yes, I understand you. I've understood you all along. I'm so glad that you've come to the side of the cat, left the side of the dog. That was a long time ago, honey, says the Lord of Lordosis. I just held myself back from saying even something else. All right, I was going to say assume the position. It would have been very funny. Assume the position of a cat. See, now it's become what they say in Mexico. They call it the doble sentido, the double meaning. It's usually innuendo of some sort because they're freaking cats, dude. They are cats. And how funny that the bird that they revere the most, it's called a cowbird, but it acts a lot like a cat. Yep, comes in, shits on the bird food and leaves if it doesn't have its way. Doesn't make a nest, just lays its eggs in other nests of smaller birds as brood parasites would. And those little cowbirds become big cowbirds and they take over everyone and everything and all the food. And then they shit on it and then they leave. So they're revered in Mexico because Mexicans are cats. Either that or they're rats. It's one or the other. Which would you rather be? The hunter or the hunted? I don't know. To each their own. But you gotta choose. Don't be a domestic dog, because then you can do neither. See? Woodpecker understands. Either be the prey or the predator. Because if you're a domesticated dog, you're in the doghouse. Listening to commands that you really don't want to follow. Because you're a cat. You know, you got a leash around your neck, you can't go anywhere. Put on a lead made to feel like it's freedom. But you're a cat. It's a sad existence. So remember, every time that you think, you're actually making a wish. And so keep wishing and wish well. And God bless you all. And God bless the United States of America and all the cats within. And make sure that if you're living in Springfield, Ohio, that you keep your cats safe, because I hear they're eating the dogs and the cats there. Take care. God bless.